Good evening, this is your psychic LG, reporting from the United Kingdom. Is anybody there? Knock once for yes, twice for no. Hello, hello, hello. It is 10:21 p.m. UK time. Heading towards the witching hour. We are going to delve deep tonight. We are going to look into the looking glass. This is live underground from Newcastle upon Tyne. I believe that I'm live on YouTube now. And Twitch. Good evening, everybody. Hello there, Lady Aid. Hiya, Teddy. How yous doing? Hiya, Katie. Good evening, Wookie Bear. Condi. Good morning in Brisbane, Condi. Bells Angels, Desiree. I feel okay today, thank you, Desiree. How are you? It's lovely to see you all. I'll just get my tea. Goodness me, what's going on there? Hiya, Chrissy. Hiya, everybody on YouTube. Sometimes I get a bit of a delay. Hiya, Rick. Petra. Oh, nice to see you too, Debbie. Well, I've had quite a nice day today. I'll just get my tea. And then we're going to delve deep when everybody comes on. I like that, Norma. Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Well, this is live underground from Newcastle upon Tyne, the United Kingdom. We're going to wait for people to come on, and then we are going to delve deep tonight. I'm going to go straight into it. I'm going to see what's going on around the world. We're going to global affairs, events to come, see what's happening in the economy, politics. I've got my crystal ball. She's been in the garden all day. She's nice and sparkly. She's ready to go. And yeah, so I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you all are around the world. This is your psychic LJ, Louise Jones. And thank you to lovely emails and messages from everybody. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Angela in Massachusetts. Oh, wow, blue light. That's amazing. Was Googling Rosalind Chapel near Edinburgh when I got your notification. 22. Yeah, strange time to come on, isn't it? All the twos. Your dad mentions it in his truth book. Yes. Meant to be. Everything's frequency and numbers and energies, isn't it? So, thank you to everybody who's been giving us well wishes. I'm doing okay. Hiya, Michelle. I get tired quite easy, but I'm actually doing okay. I've been getting cravings for, and no, I'm not pregnant. To anybody new, I'm not pregnant. I'm going through, is it adjuvant therapy from breast cancer, which has all been taken away. This is just to make sure that it doesn't come back. And yeah, I'm on targeting therapy drugs. And it can make you tired, but I'm actually fine. I've been getting cravings. I've got this craving for apples. Apple pie. Pureed apples. Oh my goodness me. Yeah. But apart from that, I'm absolutely doing fine. I do get sore legs. It's one of the side effects, but nothing major. Nothing to grumble about. But apart from that, I'm fine. I'm just trying to live my life, basically. and I get like a jab every month and treatments and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm doing all right. It's a strange one. Do you know what I mean? And there's probably a lot of people in the audience tonight who've gone through what I've gone through, or know of somebody who's gone through BC or other types of cancers, what's out there. Oh, thank you there, Johnny. A lot of people have said I suit my hair short. I probably will end up keeping it short because it's a lot easier to deal with. And a lot of people have commented on my skin as well, and I don't know if it's just because I'm not wearing fake tan because I'm too scared to put fake tan on where the scar tissue is. And I could leave that bit out and just hide it on everywhere else, but so this is just my natural skin tone, but I'm also not smoking, so I don't know if it's changed the tone of my skin. I'm not smoking now. So there you go. Just the raw me. But I think going to bed early, combination of eating well, not smoking, maybe it does change your skin tone. So I want to send healing out here to Rose Fitzgerald. She needs prayers tonight. She has a lump where her gallbladder incision is. Can't go to the doctor till Tuesday. It's typical, isn't it? Because we have a holiday tomorrow. Yeah, we do in the UK. Please pray for me. I will be sending prayers out to you, Rose. And I believe that you're going to be okay. Okay? We just need to raise the vibration. We're going to be doing healing when we get a lot more people on. But yeah, I've never craved any cigarettes. From the moment I opened my eyes after my operation, I just knew that I wouldn't go back to smoking. I think it's just got to click. And thank you to everybody who's been sending prayers out to Zizi. She's doing a lot better. You can't force a cat to come to you. And I was getting very concerned because she was sitting away from us. I have had lovely friends who've been, excuse me, sending her healing. And it did work because the next morning I woke up to a little kiss on my nose. And she came to us. And yeah, so she's doing okay. She didn't like that spray that I got from Amazon, you know, because it was going ch-ch, and she didn't like it. She took to the top of the cupboard in the downstairs cloakroom, downstairs toilet. She wouldn't leave there until I threw it away. And you know, you've got to wait for a cat to forgive you. They're not like a dog. You can order a dog to come to you because, you know, we are their masters, and dogs are very obedient, but not a cat. A cat will come when they want to come. But she's coming around now, and she's been skipping around like a little spring bunny today, and she's very, very happy. Yeah, it was the spray. The sunflower collar she's fine with. She didn't like the plastic collar, but I had to bin the sunflower collar, Franco, and now she's got a little strawberry collar on, and she doesn't mind that. It's smaller, and it just stops her getting to where her scar is, where she's pulled her fur out. So it's going to take a little while for her fur to come back in, but at least she's not pulling her fur out now, and she's a lot more relaxed. And I did try her with some batch flower remedies. Somebody had mentioned us, Margaret had emailed us, and you can use certain batch flower remedies on animals, and that did help her, rescue remedy and all of that. So yeah, I mean, I would say all my situation had gone down the pan because I was more worried about my cat. And it's like your kids, isn't it? You go out the window, you're more worried about your loved ones around you. And I just think with me, and there's probably a lot of people in the audience, when your ship is sailing fine and your loved ones are fine, you're probably fine even if you feel like shit. you feel fine long as your family's fine. And that's where we're all at the minute, isn't it? I'm just reading some of your lovely comments. They are definitely our children, yes. So I'm definitely going to be looking into the UK to find out what's happening. I might have to pull some cards out, like, because you can't ask the crystal ball. I want to see what's happening with the election, what's coming up in the UK, which I did predict that it would we would have a early election in the UK, and that's happening. Let's see if these Tories are going to get out. Let's see what's going to happen. And of course, the Tories are, if they get back in, they're going to be wanting national service. So that's quite a big thing, you know, if that happens. So I'm going to be checking that out tonight, and I'm going to be looking into that. I'm also going to be checking out to do with what's happening in the US moving forward, as you are moving forward into this next election, to see what's happening there. I want to see what's happening in Iran with the latest shenanigans, with what happened. I nearly said on the end of my tongue with the assassination, excuse me, with the assassination of the last, is it the Prime Minister or of the last President? Is it Prime Minister of Iran? Why would I say that? But anyway, slip of the tongue, YouTube, slip of the tongue. With the passing of what happened, the tragedy, what happened with the helicopter, is it helicopter crash, or when, you know, he passed over from what happened. So I'm going to look into that. I'm going to see what's happening with the state of the world, with everything between the Middle East and Israel. And I'm just going to go with it and see what's happening. I will look back into it if you want, to do with the Kate situation. I don't think there's been anything. And happy Mother's Day to people who are in France, I believe. Is it Mother's Day over there, is it? We've got Lindy here from South Africa. I might look into South Africa tonight, see what's happening over there. But there's been a lot of sort of announcements coming in, you know, from politicians saying that us Brits need to prep. We need to stand by. And I'm going to look into that. I'm going to see what's happening there. They're telling me to get where batteries in and where radios and that type of thing. So I'm just going to look at the overall thing and see what comes up. Because sometimes the crystal ball can just surprise you and give you something completely different. And of course, it's Memorial Day tomorrow in the States. So I want to send prayers out to everybody who has suffered from the past and who is grieving. God bless all the troops, past, present and future. I'll also look into the weather for you, Stephanie, because it is a bit strange, isn't it? It is very, very strange. So let's get my tea. I will look at that, Janie Angel. I'll see if there's been any substances have been released. I could be feeling unwell. Let's look into things. Let's go deep down tonight. Okay. So may peace be with you all. So for new people coming in, this is like a spiritualist church. And I want to say again, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you all are around the world. Sit back and relax. I'm going to look into the looking glass tonight, and anybody who needs healing or you need prayers, you can write the name of the person, the persons, or the situation, the animal, absolutely anything that you're worried about. Write it in the comment section, either in the stream or afterwards in the comment section. I've charged this up with Reiki before I've come on, and you will receive that healing and prayers of protection which is needed. And it's definitely set into place for you. And it's also it's timeless as well. And don't forget to give us a like and a sub, because I've noticed every time that I come out and I do my lives, I tend to lose quite a good bulk of subscribers. And I know it's not the people who are unsubbing, basically, in a nutshell. There's been other YouTubers have gone through the same. One of them who I do follow is Bruce Sees All. He's gone over into his 100k now, which is good for Bruce. I just watched him the other night because I hadn't seen him for a while with all the stuff what's been happening with us. But I noticed that he's over at his 100k. But he's always saying that, you know, he's losing subs when he's doing his streams. So it's something what does happen. And so please check that you're still subscribed. Because I've had people say that they've been unsubbed when they haven't unsubbed. All right. And also as well, if you need a reading, I do private sittings. You can contact us, which I will put all the details in the description afterwards in the video. But I will give you out my email quickly, which is Louise, Louise, .m for mother, .jones @hotmail.com. So that's louise.m.jones@hotmail.com, and then I can always get back to you tomorrow at a reasonable time if you've ever wanted a reading. I do virtual readings as well. Okay. Right. Sit back and relax. I feel like I've got a lot of guides in here tonight. I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael. I ask my faithful spirit guides, Jed, White Buffalo, Running Star, Lady Direwolf, A2I, and Ra. Anybody who would like to come forth from the spirit world to give us any true answers tonight or any healing messages. Anybody come forth with love and light, love and light, love and light. In this circle of light, I also welcome in all the angels, the fairy elementals, star beings who would like to telecommunicate with us, or from the spirit world, animal kingdom, literally anybody who would like to come forth in this circle of light. This circle of light now begins. With love and light, love and light, love and light. Amen. There we go. It's a wonder Zizi hasn't come running down the stairs because she loves the bells. Loads of people are going through like detox and rehab at the minute, and everybody's part of the spiritual ascension is we can't get rid of them. You can't get rid of the cracks on the wall. You've got to, you can't paint them over. You've got to heal it. You've got to fill the cracks. You've got to mend everything. And it's about us doing the inner work, isn't it? And it doesn't always have to be us. It could be my loved ones around us. If they're suffering, it affects us. So I believe everybody's going through the mill at the minute. And it's so heavy at the moment, isn't it? It's so heavy. I mean, where do I begin? Let's get my crystal ball. But so many people are needing help. Okie dokie. Now, I don't know what the energies are like around the rest of the world, but I know I'm feeling it in the UK at the moment. It's very heavy energy. I know there's quite a lot of Brits in the audience tonight, but it's strange, isn't it? And I know we've just had a full moon, but it's a very heavy energy, and I don't know if it's the build-up with the election coming, but I feel there's definitely like something in the air, like the song from Phil Collins, something in the air tonight. It's you can feel it. It's really, really heavy, and it's like the calm before the storm. It's very, as Janie Angels put here in Twitch, it's a very heavy emotional energy. Okay. I'm just going to go into the mode, get my center point. I love these sessions because you just don't know where it's going to take you. I like what Mary's put here. If Labour win, will Starmer be replaced by Sadiq Khan? God. Really, God, I really don't know. I don't think so. But we'll see. Something's definitely brewing. Okay. So it's hazing over. We're waiting for it to haze over. And straight away, I'm getting it is the calm before the storm. We need to prep. Now, this is a message for Brits, right? But I would say that because I'm doing this globally, there's no harm in prepping anyway, wherever you are all around the world. I'm not saying this to fearmonger. I am saying that we need to prep because I feel there could be food shortages into the near future. I've been saying this for a while. I've also got a huge star, and it looks like the Star of David, and it's bouncing right out of this crystal ball. And then my guides are showing us huge tidal waves, excuse me. Bit of a frog in my throat. I'll tell you what it reminds us of. It's the start. Do you remember Hawaii 5-0? Do 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 do, and they're like the surfing on there. I can see like a huge wave. Now, I don't know if this is a message for Hawaii, but I want to see this huge waves of information to come in. Big, huge changes to take place in the United States of America. I'm just going with my visions that I'm getting tonight, guys. And sometimes you've got to be like a detective. We have to be like detectives when we're psychics, because you've got to try and put it together. Because spirit have a, you know, they give it out, and you've just got to try and put it together. Definitely honouring Memorial Day weekend. We remember and honour the military fallen. Yes, definitely. There's a huge wave coming in. I'm getting I and E and L. Now, I don't know if this is to do with places or areas. And I'm also getting the fourth. Now, I, E or L could be to do with big news coming in around states or countries. But I know the 4th of July, that's when we're having the election over here in the UK. We must keep grounded. These are very biblical times that we are living in. But it's not just biblical. We're being pushed from ancient times. We've been locked in time. We've been definitely locked in time from technology that should have been here hundreds of years ago. And they've used this to control us. What they do is they seep in the next little bit of technology, be it either the latest iPhone or technology, to make money out of people, to make money out of the population. But we've also been held back from technology that should have been very far advanced technology. So you're talking, I'm not saying med beds, but sort of technology which can help us to heal quicker. I'm talking free energy, free light, free heat, everything what's been held back from greed. So we're going to be given a massive influx. We're going to be brought into the present moment where we need to be. And I would say it's going to happen very, very quickly. But we're also being under attack by an energy that we do not understand. It's not like when Jesus was walking on this planet. He wasn't up against all these bio weapons and God knows whatever. You know, he was up against just old Nick, the devil himself, and the Roman Empire and all of that. He wasn't up against what we're up against. So I keep saying this, we are rewriting a new book, and I believe everybody's come back here. We're different avatars, but we've come back to finish what we started. And to put things right for this planet. Okay. But I do believe that it's going to get very it's going to get very scratchy. And I also feel that we're not just dealing with germs here. We are dealing with weaponry we do not understand. I've just seen the door open when the door's not opening. I've just seen my kitchen door open when then it's not open. It's really, really strange. Come on in, guys. We've got spirit coming in here. We've got a cloaked lady coming into the room. Like a Nordic goddess. It's Goddess Freya. Goddess Freya. Viking goddess. She's saying, watch the seas change, huge waves. So she's saying, yes, you're right, Louise. The waves are of information, but also the sea will rise. There could be problems. She's shown me a tsunami of water. Storms to come. And she showed me September, October. I don't know when stormy season is over the States or around the Caribbean. But she's warning us of waters, milky waters ahead. And some of these waters aren't natural. The water in the seas is being controlled, as you know, by the moon. But also, it's not just natural. There is technology what is doing this. Well, we've often wondered that, haven't we? We've often wondered that. This is beautiful Goddess Freya coming in. This is the time for us to come together, to be as one. We need to hold on to our lands. She's going on about lands and claiming land. New laws to come forth that they have up their sleeve. The dark individuals. In the UK, we have a situation alone where they are using where you can't drive a certain place. If you've got a certain car, you get fined. Basically, trucks and older cars and engines, they are fining us. It's called Clean Air Zone, and it's taken really off. No doubt it's all around Europe as well. So watch for this, guys, in the United States of America. But the next thing is that they are going on about is land registry. There will be a problem into the future to do with land registry, and it's about people standing where their staffs and standing strong. And then we've got the 15-minute cities as well, which they're pushing as well. So I don't know if this is something to come out with councils in the UK to do with land registry. So possibly watch for that. What else has she said? Restriction on food, and it's still not over with the Middle East and Israel. It's as if she's shown me the night sky all lighten up, and it's a sudden situation. And she's shown me active emergency. She's shown me this over the Holy Land. She's shown me again the Star of David. Can this be prevented? Dear Freya, Goddess Freya, what can we do as a human collective to prevent this? It is inevitable. This is out of our control. This is to do with the dark players. The dark players. But we can send hope and love to the people of the Holy Land and beyond. She's also pointing to Syria. And she's saying that there is big news coming out to do with Hamas. There will be problems near airports, which will come next. And she has given me 2 to 3. Anybody who is planning on flying over that area of near Iran, Iraq, Syria, Egypt, we need to be careful. We need to be careful. The 15th will be big, will bring big news, and so will the 9th and the 10th. There will also be a rise of the British people and of Europe. Protests, she has shown me, everywhere. It is true, she is saying, that we are clearing old wounds. We are clearing old wounds. Our karmic lineage roots. Many of us are doing this. She showed me lava, lots of lava coming from Iceland volcano. And big news to come with Benjamin Netanyahu. Okay, is there anything else that we need to know? And claim back our land, and claim back our land. When the laws change, when they stop and restrict humanity, And this is not just for the United Kingdom, this is for global Europe as well. There will be like a law, like when we had the pandemic. We need to stand strong with sovereignty. We need to stand strong. We need to say no. Thank you, Freya. She sends love to the women and young souls. They are pushing. Right. Is this frozen? Can you hear us? It's glitching. It's because I'm speaking the truth. Refresh chat. Thank you, Freya. If you can stand back to the back and put protection around this circle of light tonight before I start doing the world predictions. Our Father who art in heaven, thy be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, for we forgive those who trespass against us, and deliver us from all evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. I send healing out to everybody around this globe. This is just a little glitch. The buffering will stop in a minute. We stand here in this circle of light and we send love out. We will not be silenced. We are here to send love. We are here for the truth. Yes. Got angels coming in. Big changes to take place. So what I felt Goddess Freya was tapping into something what is coming for the globe, and she was showing us the Star of David. So we need to send love out to everybody around the world, that there is peace. That there is peace on this planet. Okay, let's start with the world predictions. Is it stop glitching? Amen. Let's get my tea. Goddess Freya, she stepped back. She's in the background here protecting the circle of light. Give us a 5-5 if it's stopped glitching and you can hear us okay. Yeah, that's good. There's still some wobbles here. Oh dear me. Hiya, Graham. Okie dokie, let's get back into this. So for people who have just come new on the stream, and I know we had some glitches, Goddess Freya came in and said that there was going to be problems with the Middle East. And she also gave us the 4th, She also said that there was restrictions to come for humanity and we had to stand strong, and there was something about land or registry. I'll be pulling some cards out after I've seen what's in here. I'm just going to go with my visions. There is a fracture in Earth, and the fracture is not so much physical fracture, it's a fracture of reality. Ow, someone's like just stabbed us right in the side of my stomach. There's definitely like some form of attack going on here. Give us 2 minutes. Get back. We are all protected with the blood of Jesus Christ. Yeah, she was worried about Iceland as well, and she was shown as waves. So the waves can mean many things, but I'm also feeling that there's going to be something huge what's going to happen. What's that? Software update. Goodbye. The waves are going to be something to do with the economy as well. Oh yeah, she was also going on about the sea and the tides and the sea and the moon, and she was going on about weaponry, and that we were living in very trying times and futuristic stuff was to come out. But every so often, you know, every 100 years, they tend to be that they'll create a WAR situation. So I believe that there's something like that coming, but I do believe that it would be short-lived. But nevertheless, we are coming into New Earth, and it's a lot about new technology, what's going to take place on the planet. But as my followers, and what I am being given is I have come to Mother Earth to give off my my predictions. This is part of my quest on Earth. I want to say to you all, we need to prep. Now, that does not mean panic buy, but that does mean that we need to watch, maybe have our candles in, you know, or our battery lights. Batteries is a thing that I would definitely recommend. There's something going on to do with the sky here, guys, and I keep getting sea events and sky events. Right, so when I'm going on about sky events, I'm seeing lots of people jammed in an airport, and it's like they can't get out. And it's not so much where it's engine failure or that the engines can't fly, because of something to do with the air quality. Now, I've had this vision before, so possibly watch for this. For some unknown reason tonight, I'm getting some big news to come in with Sweden. And I'm also getting Switzerland. I wonder if this is to do with banks or to do with a big firm, to do with around Sweden. So possibly watch for that. I've also had this vision before and I'm seeing it again, and it's something about a highway. It's we call them motorways over here in the UK, but I want to see highways, so it could be that it's the US, and there's going to be a problem on the highway, and I see I'm seeing a situation of an event where they can't get, they're jammed, all the cars. It's catastrophic. It's something to do with a highway, and I'm seeing a bridge. Everything I'm telling you will fall into place like a jigsaw puzzle. I've got Shola now coming in. excuse me. If anybody doesn't know who Shola is, she's a galactic being, and she works for the Galactic Federation, and we do telekinesis connections. She gives off messages, and she's saying that there is weaponry that they will be using. They have been using it. Do not fear. She's coming in now. Do not fear about nuclear. It's beyond nuclear what they are using now. But they also, the Pleiadian beings, because Shola is a Pleiadian, they have technology to stop and protect. They can stop things happening. They have great technology. As you know, technology can be done for good or bad. I want to say that there is something going on now as we speak. I'm seeing surveillance, heavy surveillance. This is really heavy what I'm getting tonight, guys. It's like we are in the WAR now, but it's not. We don't realise what are. It's really weird. It's really heavy stuff. It's like it's happening now. The conflict now on the planet. It's taken place. I'm going to give you some numbers here, and these numbers will play part. Any events which take place around these dates will be real and they'll be happening, but there will be a distraction, and they're put out there to distract you from a bigger picture. I would say this is very heavy what I'm saying tonight. And I've seen this before with two militaries in the US. I'm getting a very Eisenhower energy, a very valiant Thor energy tonight. If anybody doesn't know what I'm going on about, you know, valiant Thor was supposed to be the man from Venus. The stranger at the Pentagon, you know, he was supposed to, wanted to come, he came, and apparently Eisenhower told him to go. Was it Eisenhower told him to go? And he wanted, you know, saying that, you know, Eisenhower said that humanity wasn't ready for disclosure, for ET disclosure. And it's like it's all to do with free energy. It's all about to erupt. It's all about to come out. And I would say that the individuals that do not want this out, the controllers, could create scenarios of events to block this coming out, but it will come out. But tonight I'm getting a very valiant Thor energy. It makes me wonder how many galactic beings are actually on this planet tonight, or are interacting with our military. It's quite big what I'm picking up, and if this is not happening, it's going to happen. Gas prices will rise. There will be definitely inflation this year. And I just think because what I'm feeling is as if that there could be a WAR situation, and it's going to affect trade. I'm going to give you some numbers here. I'm getting the 21st, the 20th, the 9th, the 17th, the 26th, the 13th, the 9th. I think I've given you the 9th. I keep getting the water tonight. tonight. I keep getting the seas. It's really strange, guys. It's really strange. And it's all going on in the sea as well. It's all going on within the sea. What is going on underneath the sea? Strange lights in the sky. You know, they're not always extraterrestrial. I do believe that they are extraterrestrial, but we're going to be brought into the future. But some of these crafts are flown by secret military, not always extraterrestrial beings. Right, so they're showing us the dome of Israel, and there's going to be some big news coming with that. Remember that. So there's definitely free energy coming forth. They're not going to be able to stop this. It's as if I feel there's some sort of battle going on as they're trying to block this coming out, but it will come out. So it's all exciting. But as we're going through this transition, we're not just going to wake up one morning and it's going to be there. It's going to take time to seep it in. But they will raise the gas prices again. They will raise the electricity prices. They're going to go really full belt out to try to really make us miserable this Christmas, this winter coming in. So we need to prep. It's great if you've got sort of like your own log burners and stuff like that. There is talks that they have tried to ban them in the UK, but as far as I can gather, they're not banned over here. But we need to do prep for this winter. So I do believe also fuel will go up, because I'm feeling a lot of cars and vans being blocked, and I can see the US and there's problems trying to get the fuel in, or diesel. But yes, there's going to be some big news to do with the dome, to do with in Israel. There's going to be some big news to do with that. So that's huge. And of course, when we come into this new technology, there's going to be a new internet speed, and it goes beyond anything that we would ever know. I've always said this, we only have a piece of the pie to what's actually out there. I mean, do you actually know that they're actually FaceTiming each other from planet to planet and beaming themselves up like Star Trek? It's all happening. And I sometimes question what the dark net is when they say, oh, don't go onto the dark net. Maybe it's slipping into something that they don't want me to know. But there's something out there. We've only got a tiny little slither to what's actually out there when it comes to the technology. The end result is a better planet and a cleaner planet, which is brilliant. But unfortunately, that there will be a WAR situation. I keep getting a very I don't know why I'm getting remember the Falklands War? It was Maggie Thatcher, wasn't it? I get a situation like that again, or something similar. And as I'm saying that, I'm seeing Putin's face, and also the leader of Belarus. I believe that when some wise angel here has put in on YouTube the internet speed is Starlink, I think the Starlink will come more apparent, but I think there's something else as well. Interesting. This is really strange, and this is quite nice. Give us 2 minutes. Excuse me. I don't smoke. Right. This is strange. I see this child because it's a she. I believe it's a she. And I'm getting cakes in a cake shop. And it's something on the television. And she's really happy. And she's talking about something and she's getting interviewed. And it's just something nice. It's something nice. But my guides are saying that the child is telling the truth. So I don't know what that actually means. The child is, when this child is on, that's it, sorry. When this child is on news and she's being interviewed, I mean, it could just be something random out there. Round about that time, there's going to be a lot of truth to come out. That's it, a lot of truth to come out. I also feel part of this new technology is going to be the super fast train travel. The hover trains, they're going to really take part, and I can see a lot of them across Europe, the UK, they're going to be all over the place. I believe that they're already taking place in Japan. I'm not sure if they're in China or not, but you have to comment on the link below. But I see a lot of these fast trains. It's going to be more popular than actual flying. And a lot of these booms which have been taking place, which, a lot of booms, people have been reporting on them around the US, and what's these booms, where they're coming from, because they've been building a lot of underground tunnel networks, and a lot of it's going to be fast interception of these. They're faster than tube stations. They're very fast travel. So you're talking possibly getting from the UK to the US within half an hour. You know what I mean? You're talking very fast travel to come in, but it's not putting submissions out into the sky. It's different, and it's all happening underneath. There's a lot of underground activity to be disclosed. And it's not always about tunnels with reptilians and child trafficking. You're talking underground cities where people are living and working. It's happening. I'm going to have to get the cards out to see what's happening with this election. I'm smelling burning. That's the thing, when I get stuff from spirit, sometimes it's literal. Is that little bugger smoking upstairs? No, it's coming in from spirit. I'm smelling burning curry. I think it's time for me to make a curry. I haven't made a curry for ages. The pound's going to change. The dollar's going to change. The dollar's going to be hit. There's going to be problems with the dollar. I keep getting the 15th and the 16th. I could be reading a year out here, but whatever happens, be it either if Donald Trump gets back in the next time or he doesn't get back in, they'll blame Donald Trump on the economy going down. Ha! I'm telling you now, they will. It's just come at us really, really strong. But there's going to be problems with the dollar. I keep getting that song. Do 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 do. Why am I getting Hawaii 5-0? Maybe is this something to happen around Hawaii? Right, I've just seen Trump's face in this crystal ball. Arrests. Are they trying to arrest him? There's something about arrests. Acquitted. At the time, there's going to be lots of news on lots of stuff happening about green cards and shocks to do with around Biden. Remember everything I'm telling you, and it'll all fall into place. Right, Sue is put here in YouTube. So the 28th, which is Tuesday, isn't it, is a big day for the closing arguments on Donald Trump. The given is acquitted. So it's possible that his trial could go to jury next week. Hold on to your hats, guys. It's like we're witnessing a bit like Stranger Things. You've got we're in a fractured reality. That's where we are at the minute. And we're sort of in the upside down world, or we're going to be thrown into the upside down world. Really strange. But then I've got love, the word love, and it's bouncing out of this crystal ball. It has to erupt to get sorted. It has to sort out. But they're going to try and arrest him. The 3rd and the 4th. What does acquitted mean? Does that mean that it's all comes to nothing in the end? Or some things will get him on? I believe he's the real Trump, Dolphin. We're in the upside down world, aren't we? Love is the answer. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, why can't they just leave him alone? Why are they so obsessed? Because they're so obsessed getting him on everything so that they can get him out of the way. Because they don't want him back in office, that's why. I'm going to have to pull some cards out on that one. But it's all good. It's all about to kick off. They're showing us handcuffs. They're showing us handcuffs in this crystal ball tonight. But then I've had this flash, and I said this to you a few weeks ago, that he's coming out of a building and like the clicking of paparazzi and everybody's like throwing questions, and then is it his son? They're asking questions to his son and that. And I don't know why I'm seeing Giuliani. There's going to be some big news with Giuliani as well. And something to happen around that Michael guy. Because he's involved with it all as well, isn't he? Is he the one who's taken him to court? Or he's involved? What's he called? Michael? He used to be the taxi driver, then he was his... he worked for Trump. So it's going to get very messy. It's going to go round in a figure 8. But I see eventually Trump walking out of the situation. Kohan. There's going to be something big to do with Kohan as well. where there'll be big news to do with fisheries. I see the word Trump and I see it on red flags. Yes, Michael Cohan. Getting the 21st. Right, I'm booming into Africa now. South Africa. Seeing all the elephants. Why am I getting Forestry Commission? I've just been shown Bill Gates' face and lots of land. I'm getting land registry. It's strange what I get, you've got to try and piece it together like a jigsaw puzzle. There's a lot of trade in this new system to come. A lot of trade will come in from Africa. So for people who are living over there will be a lot of jobs which will be created, a lot of rich soil, a lot of trade to come in. It's like they're planning this because they know this is going to happen. And Australia will lead the way. There's been a lot of corruption over South Africa for a long, long time with the governments over there. A lot of the people, they have intermittent power cuts. It's still happening now. There's no choice. You've got no choice in the matter if you live over there. Your electric goes off so many hours a day. And there's nothing you can do about it. And as I'm looking at that, I'm seeing a situation like that what could happen in the UK. And it could also intermittent power cuts. We had them in the 70s. And this was before we went into the EU. But now we're out of that now. So I think that they're going to do this again. There's a lot of wind turbines. My oldest son's now working on the wind turbines. Am I saying that right? The wind turbines. In the middle of the North Sea. My lucky boy. You had to do the course and that. So this is the way forward. There's going to be a lot of this happening. And nevertheless, there's going to be power cuts to come. Yeah, I see Bill Gates' face, and maybe there's some big news round about. I don't know if it's connected with Africa or he's connected with Africa. I've seen his ex-wife as well, and them two divorced. Or maybe there's something big to come out about them. Remember that, and it'll all fall into place. The 8th is going to bring sad news to the United Kingdom. Like I say, we're living in a fractured reality. Now, I'm going to put this down for a minute because it's getting heavy and it's hurting me because my joints have started to hurt since I've been on this treatment. So I need to do exercises. So I'm on immunotherapy in cancer targeting drugs. And I'll be getting radiotherapy as well. And I'm on targeting tablets of stuff. And I get tired. But I'm not on chemo. It's chemotherapy where you lose your hair, right? Okay. And I was going to take that. And so I've got 2 brilliant oncologists have put a package together where it's going to be the same percentage, by having all this treatment that I'm having. But I get tired. So I know people who've been on the AC chemo, which I was going to take, and clients of mine and people that I've known, and you can feel very, very poorly. And I believe this is where Princess Kate is at, because she actually announced that she was going to take preventative chemotherapy, and it can make you tired. So I'm going to put that in my little stand for the minute. And I know there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, she's not here, and all these horrible tales are being told. So if I can get really, really tired, what is she feeling like? Let's have a look, because I feel this is why she's gone quiet. There's no way she's passed, she's still alive. Remember, I don't follow the intel, I don't follow any cliques or cults. I'm just a psychic what stands on my own. But my intuition, in my opinion, going through it myself, you get tired. But Princess Kate will be more tired than me if she's taken preventative chemotherapy. Do you see what I mean? It's a different type of tired. Let's have a look. So I'm going to ask the cards what the truth is. I did this the other week. Yeah, I've never seen the portrait of Kate. What did you make of the portrait of Kate? I've never seen it. I've seen the awful portrait of King Charles in the burning fires of hell. I wasn't impressed with that. Where is Kate? Is she alright? What's she doing? Let me just put that to the side there. Right, we've got the Empress, which is Kate's energy. She's still alive. She has been poorly, or she's had off days. Let me pull some more cards out. But she's doing really well. She would like to come forth, but she's not feeling up to it yet. Alright, so we've got news to come in. There's Kate. And there's Kate. You know, and like any woman, if you don't feel well, the last thing you want to be doing is putting your slap on, or you're doing your hair, making yourself look nice. If you feel sick or you feel tired, you just want to, you know, be in your own home with your pajamas on, and you don't want to be on film. All right. Eight weeks, 9 weeks. Okay, so there's some big news to come out within the next week or so to do with Kate. There's been some worry with her health. Let's have a look. Yeah, she's in heavy treatment. God bless her. She's in heavy treatment. I do feel that she's has her good days and her bad days. But there is something here where they've been worried about our bloods, our platelets. So, like anybody who's gone through treatment like that, you have worries. But she's in good hands. She's definitely in good hands. But she's she doesn't really want to be out there talking about it at the moment. I think this is what I'm getting in mind, that they've recently changed her treatment. I don't know how long she's been on her treatment for. You'd have to like work it out when it first came out, because she said when it first came out, when she was, I don't know if that was real time, mind, but I feel that she had already been well into her treatment then. But they've changed her treatment recently. Because it does when you're having this adjuvant, that's what I'm getting now. It changes all the time and they come up with new concoctions of things. And, they've changed something with her recently. She will make an appearance when she's ready, but at the moment I do see a turban on her head. Bless her. In the house, but I don't know if that would be when she's out and about, but there is a turban on her head. And she needs as much, like anybody going through this treatment. There's not just Kate, we all need it. But I do believe that she's okay. There's a lot of conversation on the phone when she's up to it. And they've got, I don't know if they grow. Are they called the Windsors? William and Kate. But anyway, they grow their own vegetables. I know the Queen did. And Charles does. But they talk a lot about organic vegetables. But yeah, that's what she's into. And she's got a lot in common where she talks to Charles when she does about stuff like that. But we've got the Wheel of Fortune here and it's saying that she's covered and she will recover. Because it's the treatment she's having is preventative. She said that. Preventative. And I think she just has days when she feels very weak. But I would say 2 to 3 weeks. Could be days, but 2 to 3 weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear something about her. But she hasn't been well. If you do get to hear of any worries with her health, she will be okay. I'm not getting, mind you, I'm never shown when something awful is going to happen because I'm a healer. Just double check. But she's fine. I've got the star card here. Yeah, she's been having shitty days, should I say. But she's fine. It's funny, because they're saying Nelly at the end of her treatment. So I don't know if they've changed the treatment or they're putting her on something else. So she's fine. Alright, so I'm going to put them cards back together again. So sorry guys for the ones who wanted the cards to say that she wasn't here or he was going to run off with Rose or whatever. That's not the case. That's not going to happen. She'll be on money one day. I'm just pulling 3 cards out on King Charles. Just 3. I don't think Rose is replacing Kate. Rosebud. No. Definitely not. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. She's a strong woman. She's coming back. She just needs time out. Charles is tired and he would like to step down, but William's got too much on at the minute. They're going to readdress this into June, July. They keep having little meetings. I've gone all cold and strange. The Magician card. William will take the throne quicker than what you think. I don't know why I'm getting October, November, and it's got something big to do with the royal family, and I'm going to leave that one with you for the night. William is not fooling around with anyone, exactly, Patricia. He's definitely not. He loves his wife. Election, UK. Give us 2 answers, Spirit, to what could be happening with the election on the 4th of July in the United Kingdom. Ooh. Upside down King of Cups is the blue, which is a Tory. We've got the right way up is the King of Wands is the red. Right, so wait a second. This is interesting because I think there's going to be discrepancies with something to do with the voting in the UK as well. My instincts are saying, and I hope I am wrong. I hope that I am wrong, Jesus. That the Tories are going to get in by the hair of their chinny chin. I hope I am wrong. I'm going to pull some more cards out here. Because it looks like the overall voting is very good for Labour. Ooh. Creepy. No, it's not going to be rigged. But Rushy's going. Rushy is definitely going. Or it's questionable. Ace of Swords. God almighty. Maybe it's just late votes or something coming in. Overall, I would say that the Labour's doing really, really well. The count voting system is not fit for purpose, yeah. I want to say Rishi Sunak is Rishi is going. As I look across the board of the whole of the United Kingdom, I'm seeing a lot of red. I'm seeing a lot of wins with red. So maybe it is going to be very, very close. But I don't know if it's the case that the blue can hold the line with certain ones, certain towns, districts, whatever they call them. Now I'm getting New England. Did that used to be a song by Kirsty MacColl, New England? It's been 24 years since I wrote this song. Do 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 do. I used to like her. I don't want to change the world. I'm just looking for a New England. Are you looking for another girl? Okay, there's New England. I'm not looking for a New England. Are you looking for another girl? Do 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 do. You put him on a pedestal and put me on the pill. Do 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 do. Big surprises to come to the UK. Hello from New England. We've got the devil card here. The trench is deep. Personally, I feel it's the same penny, two different sides. We could be Labour, we could well be. But I don't know why I originally got that, that the Tories are just getting in by the hair of the chinny chin chin. They're still going to have some influence here. Nevertheless, whatever happens, there's going to be a lot of strikes in the UK. I see a lot of 3 large companies to go down. Russia's not going to last, definitely not. So South African election results for our elections on Wednesday. I don't even know who the components are. Who's who, Rennie? But I see happiness and I get a green and a red feeling. Does that make sense for South Africa? And they're like waving the flags. Just going to double check this. New England. It's got to be Labour then, hasn't it? Are we looking for another girl? Sorry, I'm just singing, guys, when I'm getting vibes. The death of the Tories, the rise of the Labour. The death of the Tories, the rise of the Labour. But I don't know why the Tories have some thingy on it. The hounds are coming back, the hounds and the Baskervilles. Labour, I see it all over the papers. I don't know, I've just seen Boris's face there. I don't know why, I've just seen Boris's face going into the Downing Street. With his hair when he's doing that, you know, like his messy hair. I may have to look into this again. But it looks very strange, very strange. But nevertheless, I see doom, I see gloom, I see rain, I see gas prices, something about gas this winter. Prep, Brits, my fellow Brits, prep. Do not get caught up. The 4th of July is going to be interesting. So they are actually going to see my oncologist. 4th of July. Independence Day, isn't it? Which is interesting. Everything's frequency. Everything's energy. Page of Swords. Schools are going to go on strike. The thing is with the Labour lot, right? I look at that. Is it Starmer? Is that his name? And I can't seem to visualise him coming out onto the onto Downing Street making an announcement. I can't see it at the moment. So who else could it be? Because I can't see him at the moment. I need to get me cards again. Me ball again. Let's have a look. Yeah, I hope it's not Rishi Sunak. What does hung parliament mean? Does anybody know? Because I'm being given that as well. I can't get that song out of my head. I need to listen to the lyrics. New England. Yeah, that's just popped up there. What is shungite? And does it have healing properties? This is what we need. We need this at the minute. And I was given this from somebody who was in the army, who was told by his colonel when he left that make sure you've got the shungite, son. It stops any of the new technology, the weaponry getting to you. And pollution and radical stuff and that. And germs. It just protects you from electromagnetic field. Could you imagine if all our houses had shungite roofs on? So protects you against electromagnetic field exposure. So they're giving us hung parliament, or I don't know, or nearly. I didn't know that it kills viruses and bacteria as well. I've got a piece upstairs. I need to start wearing it again. Interesting. New England. I was 21 years when I wrote this song. I'm 22 now, but it won't be long. People ask, when will you grow up to be a man? But all the girls I loved at school are already pushing prams. I loved you then, and I love you still. Though I put you on a pedestal, then put you on the pill. I don't feel bad about letting you go. I just feel sad about letting you know. I don't want to change the world. I'm not looking for a New England. Are you looking for another girl? Listen to this. I knew there was something in here because I get the lyrics from my little A2I friend. I love the words you wrote to me, but that was bloody yesterday. I can't survive on what you send every time you need a friend. I saw 2 shooting stars last night. I wished on them, but they were only satellites. As it's wrong to wish on space hardware. I wish you'd care. I've got little A2I laughing here. It's wrong to wish on space hardware. Satellites. I don't want to change the world. I am not looking for a New England. I'm just looking for another girl. So maybe there's something about satellites, Starlink. Something there is going to happen. She was so funky, Kirsty MacColl. I can't play the thing for, but look at her. She was so funky. I watched a documentary on her. I didn't realise there was that many artists really had good words to say about her. I didn't realise how clever she was. She wrote a lot of songs for different artists. I feel like I'm getting her. Big changes to Comfort Island. Big changes to Comfort Island, just saying. Banks to go down Island. Problems with Southern Ireland. And Northern Ireland again. And the 15th to the 16th. Let's pull some cards out for the people of Canada. For Trudeau. Let's see what's going on with Trudeau. I'll go back to some scrying before we finish this off for the night. Shortage of tea. I hope not. It's all I drink now. I don't drink coffee. Where does tea come from? Is it India or China? There's going to be problems with trade. I've said this before. I could see cargo ships blocked. And something about the Suez Canal again, or another canal. How do you send a private message on here? I'm not sure, Johnny, but you can email us. Right, Trudeau. He's another one, isn't he? Strange. Very sure that does make sense, this. Got the 3 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. It's all a show. I think you shouldn't even be there. So we've got upside down there. This is him, the King of Pentacles, right? Got lies and deceit. Some things are fated and some things aren't. We've got a lot of the major arcana cards out here to do with fate. We've got the Strength, we've got the World, we've got the Ace of Swords. Deals were made for him to stay longer than he should. But he's planning on coming out. We've got another Magician. We've got it because I've got a few different decks in here. I've got a double Magician in here for Trudeau tonight. Things aren't what they seem. It's all very dark and mysterious. We've got Stonehenge there going on. We've got the leprechaun, unicorn. And I'm looking at the full moon there, and I want to go to Capricorn moon. Capricorn moon, is that in the summer, isn't it? June time. Is that when Capricorn moon is? Summer solstice. There's going to be some big news around that time. For Trudeau. Because when he goes, he's going to go like that. Very, very quick. New England again. Right, okay. So now I'm getting the 4th of July because we're going back to the election in the UK. Can somebody tell me when Capricorn moon is? Is it past? 4th of July. Maybe it's between the end of June, beginning of July. You'll hear of big announcements to come in. If not, no later than end of July. Right? June, July's interesting for Trudeau for big things to come out. It seems a front. It doesn't seem right. It seems like he doesn't. It's just placed there. That's what's coming out, sweetheart. It's what sweetheart's put here. I wonder if it's just all a front while Canada's been handed to the UN. Put some more cards out. It's like there's been plans being made because we've got money in the background there. He doesn't really want to be there. He wants to be somewhere else. And I feel eventually he's going to have something to do with the UN into the future. Because he's not for the Canadian people. We've got the Tower card. There's more problems and restrictions to come for the Canadian people. Got the upside down Tower card. God, I see riots and I see riots in Canada again. I don't know if it's the truckers coming back or it's a different situation. Again, and when I'm seeing prepping, I feel Canada has to do it too. Big news to come in for Trudeau within the one. That could be within the month. I've got that song by the Bay City Rollers. Oh my God, remember the Bay City Rollers? So bye bye baby, baby goodbye. Yeah. Like when he goes, he'll just go swiftly. I see a woman standing there. People have had enough. People have definitely had enough. Bit like we've had enough of the Tories in the UK. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be replaced by somebody else on his side before it comes onto the other side. Does that make sense? He's going to be replaced by somebody on his side, that political party, before there's another election to come for Canada. There's an election to come early for Canada before the new people step in, the new person steps in. But I want to see draconian. I hope to God Labour gets in. I've just had this awful thought. If people like ructions on, because they said that if the Tories get in, that they're going to have national service again. And I don't see that going down very well in the UK. And of course, Klaus Schwab stepping down from the WF. Did I not say that there would be some news about him doing that? I'm sure I said that. I'm sure I predicted that. You'd have to look back a few weeks. I'm sure I said that. But draconian measures are coming for the UK, Canada, Europe. That reminds me of rations. Look, he's weighing it, and people are sitting there begging and taking what they can. I was going to ask if there's rations coming. I did say that, didn't I? That there was going to be something where he was suddenly just going to exit. I know the poor Bay City Rollers, you know. If anybody doesn't know who I'm going on about, it was a Scottish pop band from the 70s. I used to have posters on them. I used to have a teenage, I'm showing my age now, a teenage magazine where I used to get called Jackie. And it used to have you get the posters and I used to stick them on the wall, and it was the Bay City Rollers and that. I'm sure I went to see them at the City Hall. But anyway, it's all just recently come out that they were all being abused by the manager. It was awful. It's all going on. There's a lot more stuff like that to come out within the industry. What was I pulling cards out for there? Because this is... Can somebody say what I was pulling cards out there for? Because we've got the judgment, we've got the upside down justice. Rations. That's... So where I feel that there's going to be a trade problem, because they're trying to pull everything down so they can bring in this new system, new bridge of economy. Because it's planned, it's going to be like a judgment for humanity. Judgment. New England. There's the trumpet in the sky. Justice. Different timelines as well, you know, and I think sometimes you can jump in, a psychic can jump into a possible timeline, but then sometimes they can suddenly change, as you know. There will be restrictions on certain food. Got to pull 3 more cards out. Then I'm going to have to go, guys. I've gone all tired. It's past my bedtime. As you know, I'm Cinderella now. It's 12:10. And I turn into a pumpkin at this time. I do think we're living in very trying times on Earth. I really do believe that it's the clash. I want to say like the clash of the titans. It's like the clash of like the good, the evil. The Torah coming out. Because there we've got the high priestess. And if you look, she's got the Torah in her hand. Sitting there with that on her head. Judgment. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Again, that's an old-fashioned saying. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's like, because we're going to have to really be frugal and juggle our monies. Got the temperance there. There's the angel shown with. But it will be all right. But it's a rocky road. Look at that as well, which I was getting. It's like everything what I pulled out tonight. So we've got the sea in the background, which is like this big, the tidal waves what I've seen. And if you look there in the background, there's like the Viking ship, because earlier on in the beginning, we had Goddess Freya coming in, bringing in a message for humanity, for Earth. Rocky seas, stormy seas ahead. Stormy seas ahead. One more time, we will, I predict. I'm going to look into it again, but beforehand, I am getting a red feeling tonight for the UK. It's funny, it reminds us of like if Trump gets back in, they're not going to let him go. They're just going to make it go worse and worse. And it's that same energy what's ruling Britain at the minute. With an iron cast rod, you know what I mean? And it's like they're going to make things 10 times worse if Labour gets in. But we're not going to let the evil win. We're going to rise above it. We're going to raise the vibrations. And we're going to raise a glass tomorrow for all the fallen. But what lies ahead is trickery and a lot of distractions. Economy is something what's going to wobble, but has to change to bring in the new coin. Everything will fall, everything will go dark, everything will go down, and then as quick as it goes down, it comes back up again. And that's the time when we're going into New Earth. Big news coming in from the White House, and Biden will leave office very soon. Been given that. It's all about the goal, guys. Lest we forget, exactly. Lest we forget. Raise the vibrations, keep strong and carry on. As we say in Britain, do not panic. Keep strong and carry on. Big news coming in with Angela Merkel. Don't know what that is. Keep seeing Putin's face and Xi Jinping from China. They're like just coming out really, really strong. BRICS is on the rise here, mind you know. In India, big news, huge news coming in with India. Don't know what that is. So maybe something to do with the leader over there or some big news. Remember that. All right, so I'm going to leave that one with you with a lot of love from Spirit. With a lot of love from Spirit. It's fading out. Lest we forget, guys. And may the force be with you all. Until the next time. I'll see you soon. Be strong wherever you all are around the world. And stay safe and stay happy. And I'll see you soon. I will see you on Monday which tomorrow, on Twitch, and Tuesday multi-stream in the afternoon. Okay? Take care, guys. I'm off to make a hot chocolate. Yes, possibly on a stretcher, Teddy. Okay, see you soon now. Bye. Now, how do I get out of here? Oh yeah, I'm going to go and play that song. I'm not looking for a New England. Do 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 do.